So here we are at Berman Station at Santa Monica Auctions. I'm Robert Berman. I am the owner of Santa Monica Auctions. I'm going to give you a preview for our upcoming auction, which will be coming up Sunday, the 5th of June, starting at 1 o'clock and lasting all afternoon. Right here you see Double Fountain by Eric Orr from 1994. This, with all of the paperwork from when it was originally done, will be in the auction. And come inside. We were very lucky for this auction to get an estate of someone who had amazing taste and went and chose abstract work primarily from some of the best galleries, from Brian Gross in San Francisco and LA Louvre here. And there were 5 of the really best examples of works by California artist Ed Moses, including these works here. We were very lucky in this auction to get some really beautiful, rare works by Pablo Picasso, ceramic works, as you see here. Here we have 3 works from 2001 by Mark Innerst, original works. And here we have a very, very early print by Judy Chicago when she was Gertzowitz, signed Gertzowitz before she became Judy Chicago. So this is quite rare. We've got Donald Judd, Picasso prints, and a beautiful little work by Ron Davis from 1973. We have a Ernest Trova sculpture, as well as a Lee Bonteque print from 1967. Out of one of the estates, we were able to get this truly beautiful work by Dale Chihuly that was custom made for these people on this amazing pedestal that comes with it. This is a watercolor by Kim McCarthy that she actually collaborated on with one of the great LA artists, Jim Shaw. Over here, we have 2 lifetime Jean-Michel Basquiat prints that have the New City Edition water stamp. They're unsigned, but they came directly from New City Editions, and Fred Hoffman was the publisher. Here we have a beautiful bronze edition of 10 by Robert Graham. And here we have what is probably Robbie Cannell's first work in this series from 1983. And we have here a really, really luscious painting by Frank Romero from 2007. John Millay did this painting, which I think is incredibly strong, from 93, 94. And then we have 2 prints. This one is signed with a little remark by Banksy. And this is also from the Barely Legal Suite that he did in Los Angeles. In this auction we have 3 granite sculptures by Jesus Batista Morales, who is really one of the great Southwest artists who died a year ago. It's tragic to say. But he would take his saws and he would make these granite sculptures all by hand. And this kind of a work here usually turned into a maquette for a larger piece. But what's amazing about them is that not only are they beautiful, they actually make an incredible sound. Here we have one of the really rare, really large silkscreen and lithographic prints together by Roy Lichtenstein from 1996. It's called Landscape with Poet. And here's the poet. It's really funny and beautiful. We have 7 large silk screens by Robert Indiana that are all magnificent. And we'll be selling these individually. This is a really beautiful work by Raymond Johnson from 1967. And one of the works that we're really proud of is this painting by Helen Pashkin from 1983. Also, we have a beautiful work by Don Sorensen from 1980, really a beautiful work. We have here a George Condo painting on paper from 83-84 that's really rich and strong. And here another work by Helen Pashkin, and above, one of the nicest John O'Kuliks I've ever seen. Up above here we have a work by Claudia Parducci from 2000 from her Barbie series, something that's very strong and powerful. And right below it we have 3 different works by Paul McCarthy, original drawings, studies, and they have the Hauser Wirth tags on the back. Here we have a collection of ephemera from Paul McCarthy. One of our highlights that we got very late in the auction were 2 original Raymond Pettibone drawings, ink on paper. But this one is incredibly special, for it was chosen, it was done in '85, but it was chosen to be the album cover for Sonic Youth's album Goo. And it's quite funny and very punk, as well as the other one, which has a great feeling to it. We got from the publisher some great works that were put together by Chuck Arnoldi in the early 80s, and they're in multiple lots. So we have 4 or 5 different multiple lots of these really rare Chuck Arnoldi prints. The 2 posters by Shepard Fairey, one was the unsigned, unnumbered one, and one is the actual artist proof from the edition of 600 from 2008 for the election of Barack Obama. And luckily here we have another one of the Jesus Morales. Listen to this. We have the complete set in beautiful condition in this box of these works by René Magritte of the La Philosophie de la Peinture. We have some really beautiful, unique works by Beatrice Wood. These bowls here, and also these drawings that are up here. This is a very early work by Marcel Zama. Here we have works by Joe Good, Sam Francis, and this installation by Rod Baer that came out of Myers Bloom Gallery in the 80s with all these incredible sculptures, leading to this great abstract by Michael Goldberg and a Elmer Bishop drawing. One of my favorite works is this Polaroid that's been printed in an edition of 6 by Ian and Eric Renard. And it's a work that's been untouched by Photoshop, so it's a remarkable photograph. One of the main highlights of the sale is the complete box set by Robert Heineken of Recto Verso from 1989 with the Aruria included. So there's 12 photographs, 25 lithographs. They're all in pristine condition, and there are none of these on the market. Really great photo of Anne Margaret by Douglas Kirkland, and he did this photo of Bridget Bardot also from 1965. And here, of course, is a Cindy Sherman from 2009. We have two really beautiful Salton Sea works by Richard Miserak, and we have a masterpiece by Alex Prager from her polyester series. And one of the true highlights of this show that we're really proud is this Helmut Newton photograph of self-portrait with his wife and models from 1981. Here we have one of Robert Mapplethorpe's very rare, really beautiful works called Maybelle from 1982. It is number 1 out of an edition of 10, and we really don't think all 10 were made, but this is number 1 of 10. We have a set of 5 Ouijas from the 50s that are vintage works that are quite remarkable. And here we have 3 different works on paper by David Bowie from 1975. He made these editions of 50, and this one is Lovers, Death, and Star. Here we have a never seen daylight till now, beautiful, amazing condition soup can from 1969 by Andy Warhol. I hope you come by and visit us in person at Bergamot Station Art Center to visit Santa Monica Auctions. We're in Suite B7, and the auction will take place on Sunday, June 5th, starting at 1 o'clock, and it'll go on all afternoon. We hope to see you here. Thank you.